On this playground, no one holds court quite like Davion Allen Chapman.
My ball! Let's go, Davion! Let's go!
He's a charismatic kid with a fierce determination to succeed.
We're winning!
Because he's come too far to settle for anything less. Davion was born in Chicago to a young single mother. For reasons we don't know, she rushed her newborn out of the hospital before anyone could notice. He literally left without a trace. No name, no record of his birth.
He came and told me she had a boy.
Johnny Chapman is Davion's uncle. He was living with the family at the time.
You know, I seen him. We brought him home. He's so little.
Home was a run-down house shared with about 30 other relatives in one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in the country.
Every one of my friends that I grew up with, if they're not dead, they're in the penitentiary.
Johnny was on that same track, only now he had a reason to come home at night.
I'm eating, laying down, and he crawled right in front of me and looked, and his mother said, he won't eat with nobody but me. And I guess that was our connection.
Once Davion reached school age, Johnny left Chicago to start a new life in Minnesota. For 3 years, he never looked back until the day a familiar voice pulled him back in.
When my sister got shot at her leg, I called him and I said, when you're coming to get me.
I always thought, oh, he in school, so they all right. When I found out that he didn't, that messed me up a little. I'm like, wow, you know, where he gonna wind up? Only thing I see is gang banging and death.
Since Davion didn't have any official identification, he couldn't go to school. So instead of sending him to kindergarten, his mom sent him to live with his grandmother. But she was bedridden and already caring for 4 kids under the age of 3. And now that job was Davion's.
Like I have to feed them, watch TV with them, play with them. Don't let them go out of the room because if they went out the room, they would bother their grandma.
This went on for a couple of years. Davion was now 8, going on 18.
If my older cousins saw a gun, they would pick it up and take it to my grandma's house and hide it. And I didn't like that because, well, if a baby saw it and he could have killed himself.
I don't want him to go through what I went through.
Back in Minnesota, Johnny and Kelly were tangled in the courts trying to get guardianship of Davion. It eventually came down to a simple piece of paper. Davion's mother met them on a street corner in the old Chicago neighborhood, signed the paper, gave Davion a suitcase, $1, and a hug goodbye.
I really believe that she was doing it out of love. I believe that she lost all hope of ever knowing what to do to get him in.
It was a good feeling for me because I know now we got him. You know, we got him now. You know, we on our way out of Chicago.
Johnny and Kelly opened their small apartment to Davion. Their living room, now his bedroom. He finally has the safety and stability he'd always wanted. And it's a good thing because he'd need it to clear his next hurdle.
All right, turn to page 134 to start out with.
That was a shock to them too, that a kid never been to school that age.
I can hear you, but say it louder.
367.
Yeah, 367 inches.
When Davion arrived in Minnesota, he was a 9-year-old boy who had seen too much and not nearly enough.
He didn't know his shapes and colors. He didn't know how to tie his shoes.
He was asked on one of the very first days of school to draw something that meant something to him. And he had no idea how to even draw. He didn't know how to even put a stick figure together.
The Chapmans tried to balance Davion's academic and social needs, so together with his school, they decided to start him in 3rd grade, 1 grade short of most kids his age.
I said, there's gonna be some kids in there gonna know how to do this work like clockwork. They're gonna know how to do it, but you know what? he always tell me, he said, I'm gonna be smart just like them.
He has come so far, and his attitude has always been amazing.
For him to endure that and come to school every single day with a smile on his face is pretty special.
Davion is now finishing the 4th grade at Glen Lake Elementary. He's 11 years old, going on 11.
Do you remember what a line of symmetry looks like?
Yeah.
He'll have to keep pushing hard to get completely caught up, but it's not a matter of if, it's when.
I'm a really good reader, so I hope you like The Frog and Toad.
A year and a half after learning how to write his own name, Davion Allen Chapman is now writing the book on perseverance.
Every single day I see him, I want to just give him a hug and I want to embrace him because he is such a strong kid.
A strong, charismatic kid with a fierce determination to succeed.
That's my goal. Like to stay in school, go to high school, get in college.
He's come too far to settle for anything less.
I tell him, whatever you want to do, I'm behind you.